got a secret underneath. Yeah, she's this naughty little freak. She likes to put on a show. She likes when it takes control.
Levis throwing deep, and it is intercepted. Xavier McKinney, 3 interceptions in 3 games, and now the first since 1978 to have one in each of his first 3 games as a Packer.
It's unbelievable. I mean, shoot, he's going to break a record.
And that's him! And that's him!
That pick 6 by Jair was huge, just to kind of break the game open.
It's intercepted. Jair Alexander, high stepping for 6.
And I was super happy with our defensive performance.
Pressure, and he's blasted. Ball is out. Packers have it.
Next up, Green Bay's defense must do business with the NFL's outright touchdowns passing leader, Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold. The 7th-year pro holds the NFC's highest passer rating, thanks in part to his top target, Justin Jefferson. Since entering the league in 2020, the All-Pros reeled in more than 100 receptions of 20-plus yards, the most in the NFL over that span.
He's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown. That's 6. 97 yards. Holy smokes.
You can never stop guys like that. You can always just try to contain them. Obviously, catch radius is crazy. You know, he makes spectacular catches as you've seen in the past. Obviously, he's going to always have big plays, but for us is to challenge him as much as possible. And obviously, we got our guys over here, and we believe in, you know, who we have. You know, we believe in Ja. We believe in, you know, the system that Half has put into place for us. You know, this is no other than another week. We're going to challenge them, and we accept the challenge, and we're ready to go.
Tucker Kraft, right before the start of the regular season.
I want to dominate. It's my one word, just dominate.
Tucker is a man of his word. Here's Tucker, and the Packers have a running scheme where he blocks this edge player right here. Now the Packers fake that scheme, and now Tucker is leading Malik Willis around right end on a designed quarterback run. Watch Tucker. He looks up Amani Hooker and absolutely obliterates him. Wipes him off the face of the planet. I mean, Hooker's thinking, did you get the license number of that truck? Malik Willis goes for 29 yards, and that is dominating. The Packers also have a running scheme where Elton Jenkins pulls and kicks out, and Tucker follows him and leads up through the hole. The Packers fake that scheme, and now Tucker turns into lead blocker for Jaden Reed on the around play. Check out Tucker. He takes L'Jarius Sneed and just launches him. I don't think they do Beal throws in the WWE any better than that, and that is dominating. On this play, Tucker's lined up as a conventional tight end, and he's going to delay a little bit and then head out and become part of the pass route. Meanwhile, Malik Willis is not liking what he sees downfield, and he goes off schedule. Back to Tucker. He's trying to give Malik options. He's still a receiver looking for the football, but he feels what's happening. And watch Tucker. He slows down and keeps it legal, and then gets in front of Kenneth Murray and blocks him and blocks him and blocks him some more until he drives him out of bounds. That was dominating. Tucker does get to be a receiver once in a while, and this is another wide delay type play where Tucker blocks for a couple of counts and then heads out on a pass pattern. But watch Tucker, he doesn't just let the guy go. He tosses him to the ground, and now he goes out for a pass pattern. Makes the catch, and this Tennessee Titan is in perfect position to make it a bang-bang play. Couple, 3 yards at the most, Well, watch Tucker. He is too big, too strong, and too physical to go down. And then downfield, he gets a little help from Romeo Doubs, and Tucker's going to head up the sideline for 21 yards. If you'll recall, Tucker said he wanted to dominate. Well, Tucker, mission accomplished.
He plays the game the way it's meant to be played. I think he plays with an edge. He plays the echo of the whistle. You can always count on him giving his best effort. I mean, I think his teammates, I know we as his staff, we certainly appreciate just how he plays the game.
Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Brew Pub. Lots of matzo pizza.
I just cannot articulate the job that he's done in a short period of time. People can't fathom it. I've never seen something like this.
Willis on a bootleg to the right side, makes the turn to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
Malik, do you have a favorite play coming out of the Titans game that, yeah, I'm going to remember this for a long time?
I think the whole game, it was just awesome to see those guys go out there and put that on tape. You know what I mean? Because we have so much faith in our O-line, we have so much faith in our running backs, receivers, tight ends, our defense, special teams, everybody. And to see them go out there and respond for a second week without Jordan, you know, it's been awesome to see.
Watching your post-game comments after the Titans game, the most enthusiastic and lengthy answer you had to any question, it was talking about your defense. And I think that spoke volumes about Malik Willis.
Hey, I mean, you can't do it by yourself, but we just call it the ultimate team sport. It makes it a lot easier if they can keep the other team from scoring. And they did a great job just getting us the ball back in good field position. They did a great job of getting those sacks and putting those guys in binds over there. And then, you know, just going against them every day, they work like that. And it's awesome to see it come to fruition in the game.
Throw right sideline, intercepted. Down the left sideline, Jair Alexander.
With your performance over the last couple of games, clearly you've earned the respect of your new teammates. Is that important to you?
I think it's important to build those relationships off the field as much as on the field. And the best way to build them on the field is to build them off the field, right? And just show those guys you're willing to work, you're willing to communicate, you're willing to do anything that you can to help this team, whether you're the guy that's going out there on Sunday or not, you know. And that's all I try to do is be positive and be the best guy I can.
I thought it was interesting last week when you met the press in the locker room and you were asked about preparation and how it's got to be hard if you don't really know if you're starting or not. And I thought it was fascinating when you said, my preparation does not change regardless.
Exactly, and that's the mindset you got to have. You got to be ready to go, because if you get the opportunity, you want to make the best of it. You know, it's a business where it's violent sport, you know, and guys go down all the time. It's a long season, so you have to be ready to, you know, be able to go in there and execute and do what you can to go and have fun. That's what I try to do, go and have fun, but you can't have fun if you're not prepared. And I just try to go out there so I can just play free and just do what I can to help the team.
Willis on a quarterback keeper around the right end. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Down the right sideline.
When it comes to Jordan Love, the Packers ain't saying yay, they ain't saying nay, they're just saying maybe. Jordan, however, was rather decisive when talking about his former teammate, Aaron Jones.
I think it'll be awesome to be able to see Jonesy again. You know, Aaron Jones is a phenomenal teammate, phenomenal player, one of my favorite all-time players for sure. You know, obviously the situation sucks that he's on the other side. You know, for him, first game back in Lambeau after being gone, you know, I'm sure there'll be a lot of emotions there for him and things like that. But, you know, I'm excited to see him again, and he's having a great start to the year so far.
Tucker Kraft is in his second season, and he's just 23 years old. But when it comes to playing hurt, he's definitely old school.
I'm going to be tough. I'm going to play through things. Everybody does.
God gave us all the ability to endure, so I'm just choosing free will right now, checking that box.
The Packer defense is coming off a game where it had 8 sacks and 3 takeaways. What will it do for an encore?
Every week we try to build, off of that last game, and I think we have, put together some good performances to be able to build upon. Every week we find new things to work on and get better with, so that way the next week we improve on things and we are a lot better. So I think we're doing that. We keep getting closer, we keep getting tighter, and the tighter we get, the better we're going to get. So it's been good for us.
Minnesota Vikings are coming in here undefeated. What is the defense thinking about this competition?
We're just doing the same thing we've been doing. This defense done shown flashes of how great we can be, how good we can be, and like I said, it's just another week to prove to the whole league that that we one of the best defenses in this league. So next week, this week, just a bigger opportunity.
What have you seen from Sam Darnold on tape?
He's an NFL quarterback, a guy that's capable of making all the throws. So we got to dial into that, see what his strengths and weaknesses are. And like I said, he's an elite quarterback, a guy that, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, so that says a lot about him himself. So we got to dial into that, and he has, elite guys around him that he can get the ball to. So we got to try to limit those guys.
Of course, every game's important, but your first NFC North rivalry game, how are you feeling going into those?
I treat it like any other game. It's for the North, so we got to dial in. Like I said, I'm not out there by myself. So like I said, those guys, I lean on those guys, and we're going to go in here with the same mindset that we've been having, and that's come out with a W.
What makes Justin Jefferson so special?
The guy's an elite receiver, man. Just elite. The knack for the ball. He's been doing this thing before I even got here. So, we got to try our best to limit him. And like I said, just try to. Guys like that, it's hard to, keep the ball out their hands. So we got to try to limit that. But going there with the same mindset that we've been here, try not to make the moment bigger than what it is.
Yeah, you didn't play with Aaron Jones, so you're getting kind of your first look at him.
Yeah.
What do you think there? He's pretty damn good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's nice. So, like I said, I don't really know him like that, so I ain't got no. He ain't really my friend, you know what I mean?
You
so
know what I mean, just as a football player.
Yeah. But like football, he's elite running back. The guy did tremendous things here. So you know what I'm saying. As far as that, like I said, we're going in there ready to attack. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come in here with his head on fire. His first time back in Lambeau, but we're going after him.
I know it's early in the season, but you think about the fact that it is a division rival, coming in undefeated, and what that means for you guys if you get the win on Sunday. Is that something that you guys think about, just knowing what?
Yeah, like I said, this is for the North. It's a division game, which holds a lot of weight. Holds a lot of weight around this league and holds a lot of weight in this division. This is a tough division. Got a lot of great teams in this division, and it's just the start of something special. So, we got to step in with the right foot, step in with the right mindset, and hopefully come out with a W.
It's an adjustment felt now that you're 3 games into the NFL season. It's still early, but how did you feel like things are becoming a little bit more easy per se versus your understanding?
The game, the more you play, the more experience you have. The game steadily gets slower and slower. Of course, you're going to run into teams like the Vikings, with guys that just have elite players all around the ball, all around the field. But like I said, it's still football at the end of the day. You come in there, as long as you have the same mindset, the same drive, the same thing, doing the same things, and even more things that got you here, I feel like you're going to set yourself up for success. So that's what I've been trying to do this week, just keep the main thing the main thing.
What does a tight end in a red jersey do?
I guess do your best not to get thudded up by your teammates. So I guess the catch transition is still an important part. But usually if I'm about to hit one of my teammates, I'll tell them, like, hey, I'm coming at you. Just give me like 75%. Let me work on my hands and feet. And that's great too. Like if I'm in pass protection with one of the guys, I'll like get engaged and then I'll say go. Like give me now just go.
For a guy who really likes to block and is really good at it, is that hard to dial it back a little bit?
Well, yeah. There's I would say more pros to cons about it, because come Sunday I can really just unload. But I feel like I'm someone who plays with good leverages and techniques. So I get that on the field in practice. I just don't get the collisions.
Does this have anything to do with your injury from the offseason, the pec?
No, this has nothing to do with my pec.
This is a shoulder.
And this is just like like they're just trying to take some hits off me.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, they said in the press box questionable, but then you come on, you made the tackle on the special teams, right? So you must be doing all right.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
But speaking of the blocking aspect, Vikings, how much they blitz, is that safe to say you're even a more critical piece in that puzzle for extra protection if Jordan is back?
Yeah, that's just us being locked in to our responsibilities. They're gonna give us so many different fronts, different defensive personnels. But they have blitz tendencies. They have packages, and the things we're trying to do is we're not trying to so much make it about personnel, but just spots and people, and between the running back and I and the wide receivers just all being on the same page of who's responsible for who, and just running off the football and still trying to play fast.
If Jordan is back, do you take it on your own shoulders a little bit? Like, all right, we got to keep this guy on 2 feet?
Yeah, of course. I mean, protect the quarterback at all costs, for sure.
What makes their defense confusing?
Just the multitudes that they line up in. They do so much with their nickel, number 44. It'll look like they're in base personnel, but you look into the secondary and line up with Cashman is number 44. So in some plays, we're going to treat him as a big. Some plays we're going to treat him as a little. It's going to be similar play style to how we had him last time. I feel like last time we gave the rest of the league just kind of the recipe on how to handle him. And I mean, the key too is just going out there and playing fast, putting bodies on bodies.
Took a couple times got Bernard lined up against that rookie tight end in Houston. Is that a situation where they try to set that up with their front, or is it just the way it is?
I mean, you got all week to watch the film and know where you're going to put your tight end. So I wouldn't say that the defense was creating that matchup. I was saying that would be in the offense's hands, Houston's hands, to create that matchup. Learning how to a pass rusher in the NFL is a hard thing to do as a rookie. So, I've seen the Texans film. I know what to expect from a physical pass rusher that the Vikings are going to have. They always have a good that 5 across defense with 2 guys who can come off the ball and trying to hunt the quarterback. So what's important is staying inside out, getting hands on, maintaining a base, keeping your hips behind your head, keeping your eye. I mean, you have to really be locked into your technique when you're going against guys that are 15, 20 pounds heavier than you. So
I don't know if you have a favorite memory with Aaron Jones that you'd like to share, but what did he mean to you as a rookie last year?
I mean, he was just such a nice guy. It didn't matter if you just got in that week and to be on the practice squad, and he'd treat you the same as if you were an 8-year vet. One of my favorite memories is when we got into the fight with that defensive back after the Vikings game. Someone got a picture of it, and I framed it, and I had him sign it. So that was a funny core memory.
So weird seeing him actually get in a fight, right?
Well, actually, we were breaking it up.
Yeah.
He just took a glancing blow to the face. Just he caught a stray fist there. So we all had to step in and protect everybody, I guess.
You guys were up pretty big last week, and you were questionable. You probably could have not gone back in. You guys have been fine, but why was it important for you to go back in? I mean, it is a long season.
I mean, that wasn't even a question in my head. That's just I desire to be on the field.
So there's no big picture viewpoint at that time, and you're going to be a big part of the offense in December too.
Yeah. Last night I got on YouTube and I looked up Mark Bavaro. So that's just kind of the mindset I'm going with from now on. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to play through things. Everybody does. God gave us all the ability to endure. So I'm just choosing free will right now, checking that box.
You weren't even alive. You weren't alive when Mark Bavaro played.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people who tell me to look him up, especially Coach Rich Bisaccia. He said you got to give this guy a look. So I did, and I was amazed.
What'd you learn?
Just being physical, being tough. Yak. That's really all that guy was worried about. He set a precedent in the run game. So it's just trying to channel my inner Bavaro.
Do you have Emmanuel Wilson any hurdle tips after last week?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not so far. Not so far in the box still. Wait till you're one-on-one on that one. No, I don't know. That looked like it hurt though. I've been there.
You went under the last on your little opportunity. I don't think I remember you not trying to leap and doing a little dodge under.
Oh, yeah. It's just there's a special time to hurdle somebody, and most of the time it's not the right time.
We just know it's going to be a competitive game. It's going to be a lot at stake, and guys on both sides will be playing their best.
What have you seen from Sam Darnold so far this season?
I mean, he's been making some throws, man. He's been looking really well out there. He's been playing well, and he's been doing a lot of things that can help their team win. He's making some great passes. He's been leading the offense down the field, putting them in position to win.
I know you have done it in practice, but what would it be like to tackle Aaron Jones in a purple uniform?
Man, it's gonna feel different at first, but you put all those emotions to the side and realize that a job has to be done, and we no longer wear the same colors. But it's all love.
What did he mean to this team? Like, can you put it into words of what he meant during his time here?
Man, he was a great dude. Not only was he a great teammate, he was a great person. Me and Aaron are pretty cool outside of football, and we're real family oriented. My mom's cool with his mom, and they hang out like best friends. And me and Aaron are cool too. We've hung out a few times and talk a lot. I mean, he was a great teammate. He's a great player. Of course, we know he's an explosive player when he gets the ball in his hand. He can do a lot of things from receiving, running routes, and running the ball out the backfield and scoring in many multiple ways. We just know what type of player he is. We know what we're facing this Sunday. We know we got to keep him contained, not let him have a good day on us.
Are your moms going to be hanging out at the game?
That's something I haven't even talked about. I mean, to my mom about. I was focused on the game. I'm pretty sure they are. Mama Jones is gonna be here in attendance. Of course, she's never gonna really miss a game to see her baby play. Mama Smith isn't either, and they're real cool. So I'm pretty sure they'll be hanging out at some point.
I know you and Z came in 19 right away, made a pretty big impact right off the bat. When you see what Xavier's been doing, just how impressive is that? When you're coming into a new scheme, being able to kind of come in and perform as well as he has so far.
Man, Xavier's a guy that had a lot of talent, and he made a lot of big plays in New York. See a guy like that, let him walk. It's an excitement. It's excitement for us, and it's a big thing for us. We was happy to see it happen, to get a player like that, and he's been making an impact since he got here. And now, that the season's rolled around and it's here, he's been making an impact each game. And we see he has a lot of ability. He's rangy safety that can cover the field and make sure that anything over top is going to be hard to complete those passes with him back there. And, but that just seems to happen when you just put a lot of guys from the state of Georgia on your team.
Preston, when you've looked at the success that Sam Darnold has had so far this season, is it more what he's doing, or is it more just that ability that he has time back there to do things because of where the O-line's?
Man, they've been doing a lot of great things to keep him protected, and he has the ability. I think he was the top 5 pick. Was he number 1 overall? Number 3?
Not number 1.
Was he top 5 pick? And you don't get drafted at high without having a lot of ability, man. And it's sometimes, a lot of times, it's about timing for those guys. And he's, it seems to be working out for him right now. But we got to try our best to contain him, not let him have a comfortable day, and not let him make those big plays with his arm.
It's a new defense, obviously, with Hafley here. But are you guys seeing the benefit of having the same defensive line room from last year to this year?
Yeah, man. We with each other every day. Guys are talking a lot more and way more than we had in the past. Guys communicating, we knowing each other, got tendencies and things a lot better. It's easier to play alongside these guys. This year made it a lot easier to play alongside a lot of these guys because we share our thoughts throughout the day in the meetings and stuff like that. So it's pretty good that we get to have a chance to be in a room together.
What is it about the depth that you guys have? Does that help you guys be fresh? I mean, 8 sacks. I mean, you guys were just going after him in the fourth quarter last weekend.
Yeah, just to be able to, with the rotation that Rebs is doing, allows guys to get fresh and have opportunities to go out there and play at a high level while we're out there on the field, and to not be tired. The rotation keeps us fresh, and it also keeps the offensive line guessing. Doesn't allow them to get a beat on what we're doing, and they get a lot of different looks throughout the game.
They both crave when they put on a show. She likes when he takes control.
Wanna
do was make the whole crowd bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all.
In the 100th meeting between both teams, the Packers bested the Minnesota Vikings on November 21st, 2010. The connection between Aaron Rodgers and Greg Jennings was on full display. Jennings finished the game with 7 catches for 152 yards and 3 touchdowns. The defense wouldn't allow a single TD as the Packers rolled past the Vikings 31-3. Memorable moments brought to you by the Oneida Casino.